Well, my name's Marlon and I'm a local business owner, and over the last few years running a business, you put all your effort into that and you forget about yourself because you're just focused. And I've noticed over the last 12 months my health has just gone down significantly. I'm working more hours and I think less about myself and more about the business and the family. And so I got to a point where I thought, no, I just can't keep going on being like this. I was getting bigger and bigger. My strength was getting less and less, and I got to a point where I thought, man, I'm just being a really bad example for my kids. I have 4 boys, and so I came to a point where I realised something has to change in my life. I've got many proud moments, like many things that happen. It's over 10 weeks, there's lots of things that happen to you, and you think, wow, it's a first for me. But my proudest moment was probably today, running with my son Jaira. He has beaten me every single beat test we've done, and he did the beat test with me today, and so he's been on that journey with me, and and today I kept up with him and I just beat him. So that is a huge accomplishment, but what I'm really proud about is that he was alongside me, and that is something that 10 weeks ago I couldn't keep up with these boys, and I've got 4 of them, and now I'm with them. I'm as strong as they are. I was very undisciplined before because I was just focused on one thing. So my eating and my exercise, I had no discipline, and that affected the rest of my life. I think it really affects how you feel about yourself when you disappoint yourself again and again when it comes to eating and not exercising. So now I have this routine. The 10-week challenge has taught me firstly how to eat properly and how to eat lots of food. So I actually love the food, I enjoy it, but I also do it in a very structured approach. So I'm not just eating at different times and everything's randomly selected. There's a lot of thought behind it. And so now it's very easy. So for me to eat, I not only enjoy the food, but it's very easy for me to do. So that's the food side. And then when it comes to the training, I train 4 times a week at the Shake Up. It is literally the highlight of my week. So I get up at 5 o'clock, so I live a little bit away. I don't live as close to Palm Beach, but if I miss a day, in 10 weeks I've missed 1. And when I missed it, it was tough to miss it. And I did it because I just needed a break. But it's important to me, like coming along. And so that discipline has made an impact in all areas of my life, in the business and family. And so, when you eat right and you train right, it's not just your body that benefits, it's the whole family. Yeah, so I've lost 10 kilos over the 10 weeks, which is huge. It's more than 10% of my body weight. And when I started the 10-week challenge, I did it because I thought, well, I need to lose weight, right? But that's actually not the major benefit that I've got over that. I didn't realise that I would become more disciplined, which has affected a lot of areas of my life. I also feel great about myself. When you try to get fit or try to lose weight and you fail time after time after time, you lose a lot of confidence in yourself. And so I'm so confident now. I'm confident that I can set myself a goal and achieve it. And so that's a huge difference. When I wake up now, I wake up knowing that I can, whatever's in the day, I can do it, because I'm going to be at the Shake Up at 6 o'clock and I'll push myself to the limit, and then I'll come back from that, and everything else is easy for the rest of the day. And the endorphins are pumping, and so you feel great. So that's the major changes I've seen in my life. I would say just do it. You've got to, sometimes in life, you have to close your eyes and jump anyway. And it can be very scary doing something like this. There's many questions you have, like, can I do it? Will I have accomplished a goal? What will people think of me? Do I have the strength of character to last it? And you just talk yourself out of it. And what I did is I just closed my eyes and said, you know what? I have to make a change and I'm going to do it. And it's been so enjoyable. I've made great friends. I've been accountable to people. I've got great structure. And so if you don't do it, you lose so much. So I would say, just do it. Close your eyes, jump. So I would actually describe it in 2 words. I would say life-changing. So it's a big thing to say that, and there's a lot of hype around people saying it's changed my life, but it's changed my life in a couple of ways. Number one is I have more confidence because I've actually accomplished a goal which is important to me. And when you do that, you think, well, what's the next goal? The other thing is I have a lot of discipline in my life now, but also I've been a great example to my boys. I have 4 boys, and my motivating factor to do this was I didn't want to keep disappointing them, saying to them, I want to be healthy, I want to be fit, and I could never do it before. I'd always go up and fail, and now I've actually done it. I've accomplished the goal, and they've been with me on the journey, and I really feel like it's changed my life, but it's also changed the life of my family. They've come with me, and they are starting to participate. So a 16-year-old is going to join the shake-up. He's already come, and I ran today with Jara, my 3rd one, and it's becoming part of our life to be healthy, fit, and to eat in a way that is healthy for our bodies. When I joined the shake-up and I spoke to you, Ben, I came because I wanted to lose weight. Right, that's really why I came. But the reason I stay at the shake-up is because of the community. And I didn't care about community before. Like I thought, man, I don't need more people. I've got lots of people in my life. I am involved in a community already, but the reason I get up at 5 every morning and get here at 6 is because that 5 minutes beforehand and that 5 minutes after, talking to people and training alongside people who are pushing themselves, who are all my age, like that is inspiring. And that is a community that I've made some great friends, and it draws me every morning. My wife says to me, why do you wake up, Marlon, to do it? And I think it's because of the people that I train with, because I could never do it before. And so that accountability and that friendship and training next to someone who's pushing themselves, and that inspires you. And so that's what I'd say. That's what keeps me coming.